Is what we've got right now Thule fog, Steve?
That's kind of the old definition of it. Nobody really calls it, well, people in general call it, but meteorologists, people who are watching the weather, don't really call it Thule fog too much anymore. It's kind of a misnomer. We call it radiation fog, actually. That's the name we give to it. High inversion fog, there's several names, actually. In case you're wondering how this fog forms, well, I'm going to tell you. First of all, you've got to remember that there's a correlation now between temperature and dew point. Now, when the temperature drops to the dew point, we have 100% saturation of the air, and that stuff forms, all of that fog. Of course, high pressure over the area helps to keep the fog close to the ground, to temperature inversion, which is a direct result of the high pressure area. And therefore, visibility is restricted from about 4:30 until about 11 o'clock this morning, restricted to about 0 at the Fresno Air Terminal. That's the progress of bridge construction tonight on Fresno Street, the Freeway 41 project as it goes through there. That's between McKinley and Clinton as it crosses Fresno there today in Fresno. 54 degrees, we're still very close to the normal. This type of weather is normal for this time of the year. Not only the temperature, we're supposed to get some haze and some fog at this time of the year. 54, 55 is the normal temperature reading. Last year, 50. 47 in Mariposa today, 50s all over. Hanford managed to make it up to 60 degrees today to break the 50s barrier, and that was the warmest spot in the 6 counties. Right now, our temperature in Fresno, 36, the dew point 35. I told you when the temperature drops to the dew point, we'll see fog, visible moisture. It's just about there, and well, we do have some fog out there, about a mile visibility right now. 97% humidity, the air is calm, the pressure is steady, and we had unhealthful air today with all of those pollutants trapped near the ground. Those dust particles act as condensation nuclei, or some force that can bring all of this fog together. There's the word. We'll have it in our forecast for a while. When we say condensation nuclei, that simply means the water droplets can form together in a union, get bigger, and we can see them in the form of fog. Today now, we'll take a look at the temperatures around the state of California. 60 in San Francisco. They've had an onshore flow there. A little fog came in. 71 in Monterey. The winds are blowing the other direction there. So it's warming up as we go south. 78 in Santa Maria. 82 in Los Angeles. Beautiful there. Visibility's 80 miles at times today. 75 in San Diego. Palm Springs at 81, so it's nice there. Valley locations continue to be in the 50s with very little variance. First satellite picture tonight, there are some clouds, high clouds, streaking along the top of the ridge up here. Over here, clear skies. I said there was an offshore flow. That's created from the high pressure over Nevada, blowing towards the lower pressure out there. See these clouds right down here? Just a weak little disturbance. It's starting to bring high clouds into Southern California now. We see it on a little later map down here, some more of the high clouds. A visual look at it. There are those clouds across the top of the ridge, clear over most of California. You can see some clouds over the Sierra there also. Some of that may be a little bit of snow, though. High pressure is shown here now at 18,000 feet. These red lines, of course, are the upper air winds or the storm track. Storms are staying too far to the north. There is a front out here. It's been bringing some rain to the Pacific Northwest. But as I said, this high pressure area is a barrier. It keeps that storm front way, way up there to the north. No threat here at all for any rain. Of course, we could use it 1.5 inches below normal. Actually, a little over 1.5 inches. So we'll have to wait on that one. We have some rain across the northwest, as I said. Quileute, Washington, the heaviest amount today, 1 inch and 24 hundredths. Eastern Rockies tonight have been getting some strange Chinook winds. 60 to 80 mile an hour winds, occasionally gusts up to 100 miles an hour. It's been cold in the central U.S. A big cold front coming down. 20 degrees only in Chicago today. Minneapolis warmed up, though, from yesterday's 8 degrees to 12 today. The nation's low was in Minnesota, right up there again on the border. That frosty place, International Falls, Minnesota. 20 degrees below zero by 2 o'clock this afternoon. They actually warmed up to 2 degrees below zero. And 33 in New York today. They're one of the few warm spots out there in the east. 48 in St. Louis, 51 in Atlanta, Miami. What a place to be. 80 degrees today, 63 in Dallas, and that's the way the nation looked today. Now for our forecasting. I'm predicting up in San Francisco tomorrow, fair skies again. 61 for a high there. Los Angeles, more good clear visibility down there. The temperature about 76. The Sierra 57 degrees, and the coast fair in 68. The desert fair in 80 degrees tomorrow. Travelers advisories in effect for local dense fog in the morning. Hazy skies in the afternoon. Visibilities will not be good. A low of 29 tonight, a high of 55, and the wind will be light again. Same old stuff. Fog and haze continuing through Tuesday, and then Wednesday fair skies, and the same thing for Thursday with temperatures not warming up too much, things staying pretty much the same. Temperatures getting quite cold tonight. 26 again for some locations, such as Riverbend, which got down to 26.5 again last night. 26 for Exeter and Lindsay, a lot of 27s and 28s in there also. Strathmore 27s, as is Porterville. Success 28, and Terabella 26. The dew point at 4 p.m. in Fresno was 38, and Lindsay it was 40. And the solar index, just 5% today. There was a lot of haze in the air, and that's the reason for the 5%. You can compare how bad the visibility has been going downhill. On Tuesday, at 2 o'clock, comparing relative times, the visibility was 2.5 miles. Yesterday at 2 o'clock it was 2. Today at 2 o'clock it was 1.25 miles. So it's getting worse and worse every day.
Tomorrow, 3/4 of a mile.
Who knows? Maybe right.
Okay, Steve. Another of Santa's helpers made an early visit to some special